Many of us dream of a white Christmas, waking up to a world blanketed in fresh snow. The festive lights seem brighter, the air feels crisp, and the landscape transforms into something magical. Snow encourages us to slow down, enjoy the quiet, and brings out the child in all of us. Snowmen, snowball fights, and laughter. Even a dusting of snow makes December feel more festive, stirring nostalgia for childhood stories and classic Christmas films. The crunch underfoot and the comfort of a hot drink after being outside add to the season's charm. Snowy scenes fill our cards and carols, shaping our idea of the perfect Christmas, even if it's rare in much of the UK. The hope for snow adds excitement and anticipation to the holidays. Whether we're snowed in with family or simply enjoying the view, a snowy December brings warmth and togetherness. That shared experience is what makes a white Christmas so special. Predicting snow is a blend of science and skill. We use powerful computer models, weather stations, balloons, and satellites to gather data and forecast what's ahead. Multiple models, like the ECMWF and UK Met Office, are compared for accuracy, but sometimes they disagree. That's when experience matters. Forecasters know how Scotland's mountains and valleys can change the weather. Satellites show us where cold air is moving, while radar pinpoints where snow is falling right now. Local geography, like the Cairngorms, can mean more snow in some areas than others. We constantly update forecasts as new data arrives, piecing together clues like detectives. Technology is vital, but human insight makes the difference. By combining both, we give you the most reliable snow forecasts possible. So, whether you'll need your sledge or your umbrella, we're here to help you prepare. That's the magic behind every snow prediction. December in Scotland is the true start of winter. Short days, dropping temperatures, and ever-changing weather. Milder, wet air from the Atlantic often battles with cold Arctic air, especially over the Highlands. Cities like Glasgow and Edinburgh hover around 5 to 7 degrees Celsius, while the Highlands can stay below freezing. Coastal areas are milder, but wind is a major player, making cold days feel even colder with wind chill. Strong winds can bring blizzards, drifting snow, and travel disruption. One day might be crisp and sunny, the next wet and windy, and then a sudden snowfall. The jet stream high above drives these rapid changes, shifting between mild and cold air. This unpredictability is a hallmark of Scottish Decembers. Always be ready for anything: sun, rain, wind, or snow. That's what makes winter here so unique. The weather keeps us guessing, and that's part of the adventure. Looking ahead to December 2025, early forecasts suggest an unsettled start with an active jet stream bringing wind and rain. Cold snaps are likely to follow, especially in the Highlands and Grampians, where snow could fall on higher ground. Lower areas and cities may see rain, sleet, or brief wet snow that doesn't settle. Around mid-December, some models hint at high-pressure building to the north, possibly blocking milder Atlantic air. If this happens, expect colder, more settled weather, with widespread frost and a greater chance of snow even at lower levels. This blocking high is the key factor we're watching. It could turn December truly wintry. But uncertainty remains. Other models keep the unsettled pattern going. For now, expect a mixed cold, snaps with snow risk, especially on high ground, and milder, wetter spells too. We'll know more as December approaches. Stay tuned for updates as the picture becomes clearer. Will Scotland see a white Christmas in 2025? Officially, just one snowflake on December 25th counts. Statistically, parts of Scotland have a good chance every year, but most of us dream of waking to a snowy scene. This year, a possible cold spell in late December gives us hope, especially if high pressure builds to the north. The Highlands, Aberdeenshire, and southern uplands are most likely to see snow on the ground. For cities like Glasgow and Edinburgh, chances are lower. A frosty morning or sleet is more likely than deep snow. So, there's a reasonable chance of a technical white Christmas, but a picture-perfect one is most likely in the hills. It all depends on the weather pattern in the days before Christmas. We'll be watching closely and updating you as the big day approaches. To gauge our chances, let's look back. Scotland has a better record for white Christmases than the rest of the UK. 2010 was a standout year. Thick snow blanketed much of the country, creating magical memories. More recently, white Christmases have been localised, like in 2020, when parts of Aberdeenshire and Shetland saw snow, but most had a mild, wet day. Often, headlines promise snow, but reality is grey and damp for many. Mild, stormy Christmases are just as common, driven by a strong Atlantic jet stream. Statistically, a snowflake has fallen somewhere in the UK on Christmas Day 38 times in 54 years, with the highest odds in Scotland's mountains. If you want guaranteed snow, head for the hills. For most, a white Christmas remains a rare, treasured gift from the weather. Snow needs two things: cold air and moisture. Surprisingly, the heaviest snow often falls when temperatures are just above freezing. High in the clouds, ice crystals form and stick together, becoming snowflakes. If the air near the ground is too warm, snow melts into sleet or rain. Why hills get snow while valleys get rain. Scotland's best snow comes from Arctic air, especially with northerly or northeasterly winds. Moisture usually arrives from the Atlantic. When it meets cold air, heavy snow can fall. Gentle winds make big, fluffy flakes. Strong winds break them up and cause drifting, which can block roads and isolate communities. Wind direction is crucial. Southwesterlies bring rain, but north or east, winds bring the cold needed for snow. The perfect setup is rare, but when it happens, Scotland becomes a winter wonderland. That's the science behind those magical snowy days. Whether snow is coming or not, it's wise to prepare for winter in Scotland. Check your heating, insulate pipes, and know where your stopcock is to prevent frozen pipes. For your car, check tyres, top up antifreeze, and keep a winter kit, blanket, torch, shovel, and snacks in the boot. Dress in layers, wear a hat and gloves, and keep basic food supplies at home for bad weather. Look out for elderly or vulnerable neighbours. A little kindness goes a long way. Stay informed with the latest forecasts and heed weather warnings. If advised not to travel, listen. It's for your safety. Winter can be beautiful, but also dangerous. With a few simple steps, you can stay safe, warm, and enjoy everything a Scottish winter offers. Preparation is key to making the most of the season. Whether or not we get snow, a Scottish winter has its own magic. The dream of a white Christmas is lovely, but the season is about more than weather. It's about family, friends, and festive cheer. Even without snow, winter brings golden light, frosty mornings, and peaceful countryside walks. If snow does fall, embrace it. Build a snowman, take photos, and enjoy the quiet beauty. Yes, snow can disrupt plans, but it also invites us to slow down and appreciate the moment. Nature's power and beauty are on full display, reminding us to find wonder in the everyday. As December arrives, Look forward to the festivities, whatever the forecast. We'll keep you updated on the latest Christmas weather. Enjoy cozy evenings, festive lights, and the company of loved ones. Here's to a happy, healthy, and safe festive season, whatever the weather brings.